Hello, this is These Guys podcast. Is that what I forgot what you said already. What you said was good.
The,
These
these
guys
guys
potted.
got a podcast, or these guys
These
on a
guys,
podcast?
guys, these guys on a podcast. Okay.
Yeah, it's these
Can you
guys
hear us,
on a
Daniel?
podcast.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Can you
right.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We do reviews of movies. Talk. We're in the animation art space, so we have opinions about that stuff too. Uh, we are three people that technically have a company. Me, Jamin,
Yeah, let's
Daniel,
gloss over that.
and Kevin. Okay, I thought you would introduce yourselves. You're free to do so.
Oh, Kevin, you can go.
All right. Nice. Uh, uh,
Jamin, your forehead is taking up your
I
camera.
know I'm so far away from my phone, dude. It is like I don't know how further do I need to get. At some point, you're not going to hear me. So I feel like I'm jittery. I'm trying to stop moving. But yeah. You got things to talk about.
And so I
Yeah.
guess yeah, I don't really know what all we should break it.
Well,
Hey,
I
Kevin,
know
any
that the
ideas?
file you sent,
Just kind
you
of
had a breakdown. So I don't know if you were just following that.
Semi keep us on track a little bit.
Okay. Well, I can't have it open and this open at the same time for me to actually look at the.
Now we
So,
know that. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
So, so I don't personally know the full order of what was listed to go into next.
Um. It was just an intro. Welcome. Hello. What we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
What are we going to be talking about?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
We're going to talk about Tron a little bit. But
I
what
mean,
else
we
you want to
talk
talk about?
Okay.
about.
Mm,
I was for the first thing, for it being something about us. We kind of just
Oh.
each identify what it is we do or what these guys.
like individually, I feel like that should be unified.
Let people have a clear understanding of where we stand. Jesus Christ, it keeps losing my fucking connection.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can y'all hear me still?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep,
We can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
it keeps dropping my.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Wait.
Well,
Jesus
these guys
Christ,
is
did
a
it again.
creative group to make things. So
Yeah.
that's what I am behind it. I'm a maker. I make things. I create things. I have stories to tell. They will be told.
Things.
Hell or high water. Uh, and currently, I'm trying to create inventory for my first event that I'll be having. So that's stressful and fun at the same time. Um, yeah, and that will also be under the banner. Um, right now, the working title is These Guys, or It's These Guys Presents uh, Creative Creator. So like short, These Guys CC.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's what I'm going with so far. Um,
Okay, yeah, I got you.
so that's right now it's technically a creative collective of us, the collective. We created comics, and we also create things on our own individual. Uh, so that's what we are, and because of that, because we're in the spice of that, we all went to a college for something in the art space, somewhat. Um, so I went for animation. I believe those two went for game art design.
That's correct.
So we're all in that creative space. I always had full attention to just waste massive money because I guess I was never attempting to be in a studio. And I honestly did not want to move to another country to do the animation that I wanted to do. Found that out as a senior. So that was always been my vision, is to make things myself. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Thanks. I can go next. How's everybody doing out there in the YouTube spaces and online? Anybody watching this, we greatly appreciate you being here at this time with us on our beginning journeys, kind of a revamp of It's These Guys. So at this time, my name is Kevin Malone. I am 1/3 co-founder of It's These Guys LLC. And as such, as Jamin mentioned, we're all creatives. We're all intellectual thinkers. We're all people that have watched an abundance of movies and TV shows, and we have gotten to the space of either creating our own narratives, or we've all created some kind of world to allow people to come into and enjoy with us at this time. So I'll say for myself, again, we all met at college together in some type of art field. I know that initially for me, I was getting more so into, always wanted to do animation. Just because, hey, you grew up watching anime, that's what you want to do. You don't know all the ins and outs of that. You're just like, oh, animation, cool. But you slowly learn there's so many facets, so many directions and departments within that you can choose. So I know that kind of myself, as far as creativity, I always did like little comic books, stick figure comics of like my own Dragon Ball Z characters fighting some of the iconic characters. And then later on, writing my own stories, even creating my own brand as well. Have like a clothing brand that's on and off, but I was always someone that was creative as well. So getting with these guys, definitely was a opportunity for a group of people, at least 3 people, to come together. And so that's what we did. That's how we got into the space that we are now, in reference to all of us being here. And even for myself, that's how I came about. I will say, just giving y'all a heads up now, I'll probably be in and out of these. My schedule is a little wild, but uh, I'm definitely happy to be here with 2 of my brothers. And as such, we have a lot of content to give you all, a lot of content that's coming up. We want y'all to enjoy the journey, that hopefully you'll stay until all the way into the end and ride out with us and see, what is it that we actually talk about? What is it that we know? What is it that we're creating? What is it that makes us unique compared to anybody else you're going to listen to? You'll find it out as you continue to hear us. So thank you.
That was an odd statement, but okay.
That was beautiful, dude. What? How is it odd?
I don't know.
I don't know where he thinks he's going. That's kind of a.
I just introduced. That was it.
No, that was fine. The slip in was like, I'm not gonna be here all the time. I don't know where you're going.
Oh,
that was right, because we're going.
I will not.
We're going to. Like
yeah,
the date is subjected upon us being here. But again,
well,
this is the interesting thing. I feel like we don't see a lot of actual conversations with actual companies or friends who actually trying to come in as a business together. But this is a real thing, like finding a schedule that we're all comfortable being here to do something as simple as doing a podcast. This is a real thing. And we're the faces of these guys, which is technically weird because these guys not supposed to have a face, but this is something we're doing, and we're flexible enough to work with our brother Kevin, wacky schedule. So I don't know why he say I'm
You
not
know
gonna be
what I
here.
also find
That's
weird?
crazy.
I also don't think right now was the time for that conversation, but hey, whatever.
But that's how many people have you met doing that? Have these conversations like
No,
if
no,
we're
no, no,
not
no,
used to
no, no.
seeing certain
I'm,
things
I'm not saying that
of
we shouldn't. Just
right.
at the
Okay.
moment. No, just at the moment. That's all. We were doing intros, but
I mean,
if you're in a
I
row,
didn't ask you to
if you
throw
feel the
in.
spirit
I didn't
amongst
ask you to
you,
throw in and be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be here. Just get used to them niggas." I don't know where that came from. We was doing so. You were doing so good.
It was like
hey,
You were
I can
solid.
treat
You were.
you
I
so
mean,
well
you
too.
were. You
eulogy
were
kind of
great and
thing.
solid.
It
He said,
was
"I'm
like
not
a
gonna be here,"
eulogy
but
kind of thing.
I was like, "Where the hell that come from?"
That the disease has spread further than I remember. It's like I won't be able to sustain my life expectancy anymore. But these guys
Right.
will keep going
But these
strong,
guys,
even though
they will keep
Kevin
going strong. You
is
were.
no longer with us.
I was like, man, it like shocking news to the group is interesting to put in. So, that's FYI too. Like, because that
You
was
ain't gotta
shocking. So I
react.
was like, man,
You could just let it
well,
flow and then have an off-screen conversation. But hey, okay.
hey, man, what if it wasn't off screen? I would have let it. It wasn't off screen, but
It's
yeah,
like you're missing
like
what I'm saying, but all right.
I'm not missing it. I'm hitting every point that needs to be hit. But
Not everything I put. Okay,
no, go ahead,
I won't.
please feel
No,
free.
Daniel,
Okay.
you can introduce yourself now if you would like to.
Okay. Well, first thing, can you still hear me? Because this
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
my thing keep cutting out. Okay, so I guess I'll hurry up before my mic dies. But
Yeah, you got a mic on batteries,
yeah,
buddy.
I am right. No, it's just like for whatever reason, I don't know if it's Restream or my equipment. The shit keep cutting out. But yeah, so it, I am Daniel Willis Hawkins, the last, I guess, co-member of Is These Guys LLC. I am someone who genuinely is very creative, as we've all stated before. We all met in college, became real good friends, and it was like, hey, let's branch this shit out and make something from it. Our first comic that we've all done together is called Carpet. That is out. Um, you can check genuinely almost anything and everything we've done, and there's like links to it if you want that. But we have interest, intrigue. We are very good in terms of writing, creating, recognizing animation. We're people who've indulged in basically all forms of pop culture, nerd culture, just culture in general for years, and it would say we've become fairly well suited in recognizing it and talking about it. So you'll genuinely get a feel of that and see us do things like that a lot. All of us are just multiple different fascinating individuals, and hopefully this is one of those first steps in us growing and show people we have the ability to be held up there with weights. I honestly see these guys as being something later on, going to conventions and having our own room like that and questionnaires, people talking to us. That's the goal, that's the dream. But more than anything, I just would love for all of our voices and ideas to reach an audience so people can fall in love with the stories that we created just as much as we fall in love with stories from other people that have created things. And that mainly is like, I would say, is like the the would be considered the mission statement of these guys, is that we're here to create and for people in love with our creations, and that's genuinely it. I mean, we don't mind making off of it, But yeah, that's genuinely it. So yeah, I guess that'll be in for the introductions. We could get
Yes,
into
sir.
something
Yes,
else if
sir.
you need us to. Mhm.
Yes,
That
sir.
was
Yes,
great.
sir. Yep. Long pause.
All right, so yeah, uh, so I guess for one of the first things we could talk about, Jamin, you want what is it that you have here on your? I guess
To
we
keep
can
us
What
on
is it?
track.
Do I have? Um, we're
yeah,
these are just blanket statements. Like we're probably on the part probably like the 36 part. Um, so 36-minute mark. So we're probably just going to transition to what we are going to talk about. We do reviews, so of things that we've seen. So I can later on you'll get visuals. Right now you're not. Just you're going to have imagination. I think this week it's been a couple like anime shows have come back out. I watched the anime is not super new. It is I was reincarnated as the seventh prince. Um, and people had lots of like mental issues with the fact that they're perving up a little child. Slightly visually, but not
but I mean, is
it's
that
not
new?
intentionally with the
Is that new for
characters.
anime?
Right. I mean, it's not new. It's kind of newish for boys in this way. So I think people just like kind of freaking out about that. But it's not the character isn't doing anything perverted. The characters around them aren't doing anything perverted. It's just that just situations, character design that he's young. He's supposed to be young, but he has you know, booty shorts on, but he's a child, so it's kind of okay, you know. So
Why?
so
Why are
it's
you
Well, guys, you heard it
he
here
has.
first. These guys think
it's
that
just
booty
supposed to
short on a child is okay.
It is because you're not supposed to sexualize a child. So,
Why
like
is a
a child
child
could be in
wearing?
a child
Why is
could
a
be in a
child?
bat
And
sack. There's
please,
nothing
please
wrong
do
with a
quote me
bat.
on this. Well, why is a child wearing? And I do quote booty shorts. I'm like,
I don't
booty
know why
shorts.
his shorts are so small,
Yeah.
my nigga. I didn't dress
hey,
him.
hey,
I'm wondering why
So,
you're saying booty shorts. They're just supposed to be like really just small shorts.
I don't know what
exact.
the
Thank
word
you, Daniel.
they like
Thank
They're,
you,
a
they're
Daniel.
high,
booty shorts.
and half the
Right.
time it's
Thank
not
you,
even
Daniel.
like that's what we call them. I don't know what they're called. Short
That little,
shorts. I think that's even weirder to
that little
say.
boy Drake.
I mean, again,
That's what they
we call
are.
them booty shorts
They're just
because
like
that's the only
kid
thing that
shorts.
is
So it's just,
covered is the butt. So it's not in the
you
sense
call
of
them
like
booty shorts. You're the one
that's
saying
what you said. That
yeah, I
those
know.
are
Like,
the that is the
I never looked at it
vernacular
and
that I'm
went booty shorts.
using because of where I come from, and that's what they call that.
Kevin down there just
So I
wilding
don't
out
know
booty
what they're
shorts.
like. I mean, I don't know what they're called.
Shorts.
Like they're
Just
really
shorts.
shorts,
They're
and that
shorts.
sounds weird
I
to me.
mean, you could
You
have
feel
said
me?
that as
Like
well.
we're not
I
going
mean,
anywhere.
That's a
sorry.
Like
name too. Short shorts.
that. Okay,
It's just
short shorts, huh?
Yeah.
But that's
You
what
say
he's
short
wearing.
shorts.
It's a high thigh
It,
shorts. The
yeah,
kids call it five
that's
seam shorts now. So
a,
I guess it'll
a
be something
kid
similar to
thing.
All
that.
right, yeah, 5 seam because there's only 5 seams in it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing as well.
And it's like, but usually it's like kind of overalls. But even that's okay. But how they like literally designed his character with the like semi knock knees and the knees got like that reddish tint they be having and the elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is you only kind of see
supposed to
that character
be
design with
just
women.
jailbait.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but he's supposed to
You
like, but
know,
you know how they
I'm not their target
you know how
audience,
they
so I don't.
depict little
I do not
boys
know.
as like
Right.
you
So, and that's
watching
same. It's the same. It's the same issue. It's the same issue they have with like lollies, like how So that's a whole.
yeah.
Japan got to figure that out. That is not my
Yeah,
culture,
but
not
like
my
that's the
business.
intent.
Um,
But that's the intent of the
I
design is
assume,
that
but
he's
I don't
supposed to
know.
be
I
like
don't
a
know. We can
cute
assume that from a character
little
design
boy.
wise, it's supposed to be
So
cutesy, like you said.
but like by having the other characters be attracted to him, he's a fucking little kid, the way how they do and all that. And it's
No
like
one's
it's
really
all
attracted to
general
him.
that
Yeah, I'm
idea.
about to say he
Hey,
said that there's no really like
To be clear, no
sexualization of
one's
the
really
child.
attracted to him. He has maids that dote on him because he's the seventh prince, the youngest prince.
Yeah.
So like they do inappropriate things, I think. Like, and not inappropriate in a like suck on me inappropriately, but like just bathe and stuff like that. It's not
Well, I mean, that I guess if you think about him being a prince and then him
royalty,
being a
right?
child, then that
Right.
probably plays into that. So
Especially in his character, because he probably wouldn't take a bath if he wasn't forced to be very honest.
oh,
But the
okay.
interesting thing about his character was like, so he used to be trying to be a magic wielder, but he was like a lower end person. So his access to magic wasn't super strong. He got murdered by royals in his world, so he got reincarnated. He got reincarnated into a prince that had like stupid magic power. And like he was doing magic when he like popped out his mama. Um, and he was so interested in magic, he got opportunities to learn about more magic and stuff. That's all he does, and it's like everything leads up to him learning more and more about magic. The whole series. So, and like it is funny because like semi-serious things do happen. It's a really good. It's almost like Magi. So
Okay.
the labyrinth.
I'm trying to remember what that is.
So
So with Sinbad and all that.
Damn.
was Sinbad with all that?
Oh, that
Is
thing.
that what you talking
Okay.
about?
Yeah. With
The
Is that
Aladdin,
not?
Alibaba, and all
with
that.
Yeah,
Aladdin and the lamp.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I
the
was just telling
gin.
him that name so he would know
Okay.
what you were
I
talking
was trying
about.
to remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. He's still trying to remember.
Yeah.
Really good show.
Boy, blue hair, girl.
But yeah, so it's semi like
Yeah.
even the character design is a little bit like that, to be honest. So it might be around the same studio, to be honest. But it's my girl now. Granted, my girlfriend watched it more, and she was telling me about it, and I was like, okay, that seems pretty interesting. And she was like, all right, they are a little weird about it, so that's why everybody's like not really watching it. And I was like, all right. But after that, because like it's not that weird on other than the character designs, like why did they choose to do that? Like the character, himself, that's a real nigga.
Yeah. Okay.
He like, and it's very funny because like he goes sneaks off and reads and learn about magic and like doing compound magic on top of compound magic, so it's like undefeatable and all that stuff. And then they told him like, hey, don't go to that part of the library because there's a demon locked in there. And he's like, I'm definitely going to see that demon. And then he breaks the thing, goes see the demon. The demon's like, oh, I'll teach you more magic if you let me go and stuff like that. So he's like, all right, bet. And he let him go. He's like, you fool, blah blah blah. Then he's like, all right, show me some demon magic. So the demon was trying to kill him so he can get away. And he's like, man, that's pretty cool. Show me how to do that again. And so he and then he dog walked that demon. It was bad. It was like, but the demons in this world can't be killed by magic, which is kind of not true. But like for what they know, they can't be killed by magic. And so he like became his companion or whatever. And he's like, man, when he like turns his back, I'm gonna get him. But the guy's just too powerful. So he learned demon magic, fought some more stuff, learned angelic magic, fought some more stuff. And that's pretty much just two seasons.
Because it was a series that I was reading that. I read that manga. And then it was one of those things that essentially I fell off from reading because of how formulaic everything got. So it's like you said, like
for sure it's formulaic.
Is meant
like
to be,
for sure.
Yeah, but it's like
Mhm.
but it's like you said, like, I'm reading it and time is going by and it's like still the same cutesy character. And it's like, I know you're a thief, I know you a badass, grow up. Like, let a time skip happen. Put on some goddamn pants. Do something else. Where it's like everything just became that weird. It's damn near. It's the same thing the Chinese stuff does, where it's like the main character shows everyone else getting their ass whooped, and it's like, hey, you strongest dude in the room, win. Like, hurry this up and like beat whoever. And it's like, no, I'm gonna wait until it's my turn. It's like, why? What is the point of that? And then also it's like, why are you here? If your whole thing is just magic and growing and learning about magic, go do that. But you find yourself purposefully in situations that have nothing to do with what it is that you want. And you just have that formula repeating itself over and over. That eventually I was just like, I'm done. I'm good. He's just gonna always be a little boy, isn't he? I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to read this. I don't want to see
the
it.
And
Ash
it's so
Ketchum.
funny,
I don't want it.
right?
Yeah.
And I respect that, because like I know it's so funny because other people like other anime people, and since I'm dating an actual anime person, which is very strange for me, they stick stuff out way more than you should. Like, I have a 3-episode rule. If you can't get me 3 episodes, you can't get me. And it's just not for me. And other people don't feel that way. That's why they like. Did I do?
See, it's funny that you claim you're dating an anime person when you literally just stated an anime person rule. The episode rule is an anime thing. And so the fact that you follow
It's a my thing. I didn't know it's an anime thing.
that makes you an anime person, Jamie. No, that's an anime thing. Not only that, Jamie.
I don't think he was
I'm not
denying. I don't think he denied that he wasn't.
I didn't know that was an anime rule thing.
But I don't think Jamin said that he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I'm a good TV show person. So like that blends into a lot of different things. Like, I think a lot of times anime people get stuck in anime, and I'm not stuck in anime. I am transcendent, if you will. But no, like so I mean, this is true, but like
what?
And I do give it a little grace. I'm not a super hardcore.
He's the golden god.
Oh yeah.
I'm not super hardcore. Like, it can be recommended, and I'll like try to rewatch it or something. But for sure, in a first couple episodes, because usually, like, if I'm on episode 6 or something, then you probably did already get me, unless you just do something stupid. Then I'm watching the stuff, and if not, then I'm not. And it's not, and that's with everything. To be honest, it's like, if a lot of times, like these like Netflix shows, they're a solid hour in, and I'm pretty sure if you can get me for a full hour and make me want to watch the next episode, you have me. So like that's kind of, but I it's different because an hour has passed. So usually for first earlier episodes, if you can lock in on what you're supposed to do and what we're supposed to believe and who we're supposed to care about, I'm available to watch the show. Right. If you cannot do these things or your characters are garbage.
I was gonna say, ironically, the hour-long episode would be 3 episodes of an anime.
So I know, right? That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you got that, then usually because it's an hour, like, you probably got me. Now some stuff, because I am into a little bit of thrillers, like detective wise. So usually nothing happens. It's always oohs and ahs. So it's like, technically an hour has passed, but nothing has happened. I don't really count that as like, technically I've been watching 3 episodes, because it's like, nothing has happened. Usually I have to watch at least the second episode, be like, okay, I see what you're doing. I like this. I'm gonna keep watching it, or like, ooh, this is interesting. It's funny because I'm getting to the age where certain actors I like, and it's like, if they're in it, it's a higher probability I'll try to my best to watch the show, unless they just hoe out this character that I like so much, and then I'm like, no, thank you, I'm putting this up. But for the majority part, like, if you do a good job and I like you as an actor, I'm going to like at least give it an attempt. You watch a lot of B movies that way, to be honest. It kind of gets like, oh, I like this lighting y'all doing in this scene, or I like this corridor. Oh, that was a good fake gun muzzle flash. I'm gonna continue watching this, and it could be something so simple as like that, because like there's bad muzzle flashes, and I'm like, do I want to continue? This is really, 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 really bad, and then someone can say some good acting thing, and I'm like, I will continue. Let's see what you're talking about. I watched full movies all the way to the last 10 minutes, and I'm like, I'm done. you have tested the tester. I cannot no longer do this, and I've not finished these movies. There's plenty of movies like that are like, I watch all the way to the last 10. I go check, like, is there still more left? And it's like, be 10 minutes. And I'm like, I just can't. I'll have it in me. It's like, I am done. So that has happened too.
I just finish it. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
I can never do
yeah.
I still haven't watched the last episode of Arthur. I do it all the time. I do it all the time, and I love it. And I'm a hardcore because it's the end. I have a weird thing about ends.
Because it's an end.
End.
Wrap it
End.
up.
No.
Close that chapter in your life, man. It's okay.
It came. It has to come on my time. It felt like it just rushed.
As soon as it came out.
See. No.
It was like Arthur's.
You talking about? I clicked off everything. Oh man, it was every day walking down the street for me, man.
You're making me do the DW fist ball. That's what you're making me do. That's what you're doing to me right now. The last episode of Arthur. Come on, man.
Yeah. Is that deep?
It was.
I might catch it on a good rainy day or something.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You crazy.
To be honest, I've never denied these things. So,
well, Kevin,
I've never sat up here and said I wasn't crazy. That's why when people get and this is a good introduction because people ask like, "Oh, what is your opinion about movies and this and the other stuff? Give me some recommendations." Like, you must be forewarned. It's like, when I watch things, I like certain things that might not be everybody's like, but I know good quality, and you just might not like the thing that I like, and that's okay too. So, but things I do like are good, and I do recommend these things. I've recommended things that my friends have watched that hasn't watched, and they've been solid things. Usually, sometimes it's a time constraint. That's what I've been told. To be honest, is very much like, when do you find the time to do all these things? And I'm like, I don't know. Why can't you find the time? It's kind of strange to me. It's like my time management is kind of piss poor, to be honest. I don't know why I can do that, do the other things that I do, and go to sleep. Granted, I don't get a full 8. That's true. I do like knock out at a 4 sometimes, which I'm trying to do better at. But I don't. Some people just have jobs and go at home. What do y'all do?
But it's understandable because I feel the exact about my preferences and the stuff I recommend to you guys. Because it's like, to me, it's like you know how much of a stickler I am for the things that I do like. So, and then how very critical I am in observing and talking about things. So it's like, yeah, me recommending this, it's gold. I'm trying to share gold with you. And you spit in my face, and it's like, I can't say it. It's like, I can't stand it. How dare you? And it's like, oh, we're going to accept this gold. I'm giving you free gold. You're telling me you want gold. I'm giving it to you. Just take the damn gold. It's coming from me. Trust me, this is gold. And you're looking at me, and you're like, you're a fool. And you just pan holding in the stream looking for gold. And it's like, I'm finding it one day. And I'm like, it's in my hand. Here, take it. God damn you. So I understand, like we're all that way, because even Jamin, from you saying like the stuff that you like is good, and it's like I remember, and again, it's always my background thing to remember when talking with Jamin about anime, is that Jamin likes JoJo, and that sticks with me.
I do,
and it will always me. See, like JoJo, and it sticks with me. And
Because
it's
when
like,
you
no
flip
matter
open
what,
that paper and that gun came
he's
out,
like,
I was
Jamin,
like, "That's my
he's
guy.
like,
This is the
you know,
show
like,
for me." The bizarreness of JoJo Bizarre, I love it. I love it. Caesar, like when
so
he
stupid.
died off of a slab of bricks, I felt that. I felt that.
So
And then they did
stupid.
vampires. Oh, they got me. They got me. They had me hope. They got me. They got me. So
Everyone doing the poses. So many effeminate.
oh
men.
yeah.
It is
Because if you're gonna do an
terrible.
anime and stuff
And I'm
bizarre,
looking-
it better be bizarre. And they did. They
No,
locked in. They locked in.
it-
He's like, I'm gonna go
No.
bizarre through the generations. So he's like, that is exactly. You know.
This is true.
No, it's terrible.
It is bizarre.
See, that's an excuse. And again, I listen to you, and it's like, I know Jamin knows what good writing. He like this. This is scary.
Love
it's
it.
like he's like,
I love it.
watching the same show. This shit doesn't make any sense. For the love of God,
It-
like
it makes it makes perfect sense.
Time ago.
If you
No,
don't like
No,
it,
it doesn't.
if you don't like
No,
it, and because
it
of the
doesn't make any
weirdness,
sense.
I love it.
No, it's not.
I love when they took their powers and the
It
guy had
doesn't
a
make any
CD-ROM
sense.
of it. It's the show. You talking about like never in a million
Literally.
years, right? From 90% of the powers, I would have thought of them. I wouldn't have thought of them, and I can think of stuff.
Like just because it's weird isn't an excuse. It's bad writing.
It's in the
And
title though. He did it in the title.
The title is just that it's weird, but that doesn't mean that it has.
It's called Bizarre Adventures, and none of the adventures have not been bizarre.
Which is that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse for bad writing.
If I go
If
the flame demon flames, and it's a whole bunch of fire burning demons out there, and you're like, this got too much fire as the demons. It's like, it's in the title. I don't know what do you want from me?
No, that is not the same thing. If I say, hey, my power is that I can tell whether or not people are lying and telling the truth, and then you go, okay, but I choose to ignore your power and or tell the truth if I want to. And that literally happened between Jotaro and that dude that was working for Dio. And then when they did,
there was a dog with a stand. Why are we talking about
to your power? It was a dog with a stand. It was a dog with a stand and a goddamn bird.
And it was sad when the dog died.
Fought to the death.
Until that death.
No, it wasn't.
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
Stupid. No, we're not.
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, it's poorly
we are.
This shit is. It has its funny moments, but it's ridiculous. It's a bad written show.
You're saying the same thing I'm saying. It is a ridiculous anime.
No,
and I enjoy every bit
good
of
way.
it.
I mean, dumb in a bad way.
You the one said dumb. I said this is ridiculous show, and I love it.
Because it is.
And I wait for the next season to come out. I want ready for the next season.
70-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm a 70-year-old British guy that loves my wife.
With a teenage son.
Why? Because they need a new season. Yeah, because they want to have a new season ever. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
So Jotaro got to come out talk to his uncle.
Yeah.
So yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm down with that.
That's ridiculous.
That is what I'm down with.
No, yeah. I bet you are. I bet you are.
So
that's your goal.
These are the animes I like. I like regular animes too. You know, like your popular animes. I'm more intensely watching One Piece now. So not that I wasn't, but I am like episode to episode watching One Piece. Which I've read. I didn't really haven't watched the series. I've more read the manga than anything. But I am watching.
You're doing what?
I'm watching One Piece. I'm watching One Piece where I where I stopped. And I talked about this before. One Piece is cool. It's not my favorite anime because of the main character. But it's like how he built his worlds and built his characters of fire. Like there's nothing like in
you can't
anime
deny
like
that skill. Yeah.
for
No
sure.
one denies that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
there's no better world building than One Piece. It literally has the best world building that I've ever seen in anything.
It's just very
It's
detailed.
it's
Very,
it's
very
very
detailed.
detailed.
And everything
it's crazy,
matters.
but it's like
That's what it
after
is. It's
yeah,
Yeah, that part too.
because it's like after
Everywhere they
all this
go,
time,
somehow it
you
links
still
back. It just
have
yeah.
it's a
yeah. That's a
it's
fantastic skill in world building.
I agree. I
It,
agree.
it's yeah,
I'm
but
I'm with it. I'm with it. It's a cool thing. Uh, Still, I would
mhm.
prefer a little bit of a different type of storytelling. So that's why it's just not for me personally. It's not like, oh, this is
Oh, would
my
you
number
rather
one.
it be bizarre? You want bizarro One Piece? Is that what you want?
I like how
Huh?
he tells the
You want
story
some
and
bizarre?
ends the
You want some
story.
random stupid
That's what
with
I
no
like.
Yeah.
I
consistency?
like how he can go
Yeah,
from
with
A
no
to B
consistency.
and the Z is there.
Which is yeah.
And then we
In
go
the
and
world
get
of
another
One Piece,
season,
they have
and then instead of
random
him like
powers and
telling
random
like
things.
the same story, he does a different story in lineage, and it's like that's pretty cool. So like you can say what you want about Bizarre, but like
But this story isn't
storytelling in
over
that
yet.
format is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it suck.
I get that too.
That's an
But I mean, if you
interesting
think
Huh?
about it,
concept, but its
Jamin, like
execution is
it's
handled in a ridiculous way.
yeah. But I would say, Jamie, like the thing about One Piece, like it still has the same formula of the old big three,
For sure.
and that, and I think that's why too, because that was what it always did. So that's why it continues on that path, and that's one of the reasons why it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest anime currently out, at least. So, I mean because it keeps that format that no other anime can keep right now. We're not going to have another era of the big three or anything else like
Long, yeah,
that. Yeah,
right.
it won't happen again.
In
There
that
was a
way,
time for
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's another reason why like it's not really a okay first season and end and then now new story, because they weren't
Right.
designed that way. It was keep
Right.
making
You
this
want to keep
until
your
we tell
audience a
you
long time.
not.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
And
so that's why
and
I think that's
again,
why
like
Oda wrote and writes like that.
on
Because
purpose.
that's yeah
The guy's good. He could have
yeah
ended this
yeah
if he wanted to a while ago, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah
So,
for
but
sure.
no, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think like I'm not saying Oda is garbage because he don't know how to end the story. I'm
No,
not
of course
saying
not.
that.
No, of course not.
Even
Of
though
course.
Japan is not known for landing that bus correctly all the time, but
This is true.
I am
This is true.
saying I am saying that like me personally, like if you could knock this out and make me feel for these characters, usually enjoy that story better. And that is
Yeah.
just I don't know. It's kind of because I did grow up in movie culture and stuff like that. Like I watched more Disney movies than Disney shows. I
Okay.
watched more like action movies and action TV shows. And then when I got to
Yeah.
anime, because how they formulate it in America, we didn't get like a solid long run of anything. It's usually like we got some seasons, then it got back to the same season, or so it was movies came out before the plot really of the series came out. So like it was very formulaic in like the short form in a sense. Um, so like they had something to play with that. And about time I got to an adult, like I watched a lot of 26 6 episode type of animes. And
Yeah.
I and I watch got invested way more in movie animes than anything. So like those I like the end and beginning and type of storytelling. So there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. It's very Japanese and I fuck with that.
Yeah.
But it's for me it'd be like it'd be unfair because I haven't seen that final product. It's an ongoing product. So it's like, will he crash
True,
that boat? I seriously
which
doubt it.
is the main
Um,
factor. But that has always been like the main thing with One Piece is that the make or break of it for me personally, in terms of like holding it up as like one of the greatest of all time, is going to be its ending. Because even Dragon Ball
yeah,
Z has a floppy ending. The shit that they did at the end of that was always something where it's like you could clearly tell from your writing capabilities this is not what you wanted, and it
Yeah.
shows. And so
mm,
whether or not Oda is going to have that freedom to
I
do
think he
that with
will
One
though.
Piece the same way,
I
that's going to
think if
be a
anybody
huge
has
make or
the
break
freedom, it
for it.
will be
Yeah,
him.
I hope.
I don't know.
right? And
people
like he
I
love
mean,
explained what
he's
his
so
ending is.
big, he's almost too big to fail. Like this nigga's a bank at this point. So they're
yeah,
gonna like, nigga,
That's true.
you
That's
in this
true.
bitch, you
That
gotta
is
do
true.
a sequel or something, nigga. You can't just stop. And he's like, nigga, but I'm done.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna have the freedom to do
I think he
like
will.
this is
I
in,
honestly
it is
think
over. I'm putting my pen down. You guys have a good day. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the
I think
main
that would.
story is probably gonna end,
I
and then
do.
he's
I
gonna be
think
I
like,
I
do
think
think
the
that's
one
gonna
thing
happen.
that I think that would happen, but it's just more like it's like Naruto. I think it's well, you might be done,
Gonna be
and that
done.
story that you created might be
Yeah.
done. But since the world you created is still there, they'll pull a Baruto move, and he
for
might
sure.
have like some things here and there. But I think how Oda would be, he's like, well, I've already did my story, so y'all want to, but I'm done.
which
So
which is the Japanese way, which is how like because that's what
yeah,
Which
Akira
is right.
Toriyama did for GT.
exactly.
So it's like you guys own the rights to these characters, but my
Right.
story is.
It's a
And then
corporation.
One
Right.
Piece
Right.
does have a bunch of side stories that already they had.
Right.
Yeah.
The guy who draws for Dr. Stone, he made an entire comic that was about what happened to Ace. He joined Whitebeard Pirates. And that's its
Mm.
own thing. It has its own manga and its own different art style. And so I would think because that would be the preferred and smarter thing to do with One Piece is just, hey, these are side stories, things Ichiro just said in passing and whatnot, and they just blow out of proportion into these crazy ass movies, 3 episode shorts, or it's like the detailed anime
See that
feature
I
films or
think
whatnot to
you
go
would
with it.
only I think you would only get that in manga form because that doesn't bring in any real money. So I think what they'll do if they really want to keep One Piece, they'll have to pull a Baruto. Here's some time passed, and now we got these new characters wanting to do the same thing or something similar. But to
I
do
think
like
there's
short,
so many adult One Piece fans that they could just push out light novels and then make movies off that, and that will definitely keep that
maybe
ongoing.
See,
Because it's
but
not
One
a
Piece
could.
is bigger
We just haven't seen
than
it, so that's why
Naruto.
I'm not
See, but I would
saying.
say because One Piece was always bigger than Naruto. Like like Naruto has
for
never
sure.
outsold One Piece manga sales, nor has the anime ever did better than the Naruto anime never did better than One Piece anime. So
Well, I
it
guess in Japan, I think
in
in
comparison,
America it did, but not in Japan.
but it wasn't even how you got to see One Piece and Naruto were totally different. One Piece
Right.
came on
For
like
sure.
early Saturday morning, a Fox box,
Yeah, for
and
kids.
barely anyone even watched that. You're right, and but it's like Naruto came on Cartoon Network at like
Correct.
9 or 8 o'clock. So
Well, and that only
there,
proves my point more. That's only
but that was just
supporting my point.
that's only in terms of like how small in comparison to and for anime at that time, which is why we recognize the big three as the big three. It's not really fair in terms of like hilarity and the overall grandiose nature of those series at that time. And so it to me is like how big One Piece is in comparison to Naruto. And it's like outside of America, it's like it that can garner enough like traction behind it to where it's like, yeah, if they were to do shorts and movies and stuff like that, they would make money off of it
Okay.
because even now the fucking
Yeah.
Netflix One
I'm
Piece
gonna get
series is doing crazy and like people are going gaga over it, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a bad adaptation, but it's still just because it has that name attached to it. It is doing crazy
I think
numbers.
the
So
fandom
I
is
can
just so
see like
big
they
that
don't
like
have to do
people
art
who
as a
who
continuation
don't
of
want to
that.
invest the time and energy into it, who don't want to put the time and energy
Yeah,
into it, just watch that the Netflix series. So it's just like it's a FOMO type of deal, I believe. That's why it's super popular.
And
Um,
and were they not doing
watch so many
the
things
thing where they
wrong.
were like taking out all the time skips?
they're still doing that.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that. You
Yeah.
know,
But
that'll be fun to
That time
rewatch.
skips were like I guess it's according to the manga, like the time is more correct, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
because
Yeah.
did you get a
even
chance
how
to
the
watch
anime is structured, Oda.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Daniel.
yeah.
Watch what? Yeah, I was saying even how the anime is structured with Oda. The theme is that essentially the anime has fucked up a lot of things from the manga, but because Oda is just
Mm.
strictly focused on the manga, he doesn't really care. So the anime has gotten a lot of things wrong or has done things terrible in comparison to the manga. But realistically, with Oda is manga is the only true authentic story of One Piece. So that's the only thing that he truly actually cares about.
Yeah.
And it's like he's been doing that and been running that for years. So it's like it's one of the negative aspects they've had reduced in quality as well as consistency, considering the overall popularity and the money that One Piece brings in. Yet it's not like the creator has anything bad to say about it because with him it's like, well, that's not my baby. My baby I'm drawing right now. So that's in book form. So it's like do whatever the hell they want. What was you gonna ask,
Mm.
Jamin?
Did you I it was is it was, did you watch Demon Slayer, Kevin?
The movie?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
The
But you read
quality
the manga though.
online is not HD yet.
It, there is no difference.
Oh, okay.
The audio is a little bit better. The audio will be a little bit better.
Man.
Like legit, there is no difference. Um, did you watch? Did you get a chance to watch the Legend of Hiei?
No, because they got a second movie, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Did
I
you
have
watch?
not.
Yeah. Watch that.
Okay, cool.
Those are that's way better. But it is.
Yeah, no, China been
It's
doing this thing for some time now. They got China. I think the
yeah.
Chinese market people people are taking notice of it, and they're coming up with some really great projects lately. So animation quality is very
Mhm.
clean, colorful. It looks like I don't know if it's that they're putting more money into it, or is it that they're
They're
just
putting their whole
producing
country
really
into it.
good
Yeah.
quality, huh?
They're putting their whole country into it.
Well, okay, well then there you go. So, but I mean, it's showing. That's for sure.
It's
They're
yeah,
not playing
it's
around.
yeah, no, because they saw what Korea was doing with their webtoons and then how those are starting to
Yeah.
become anime, and then they decided more with their Chinese shit. So even a lot of the stuff that we see from China, as far as like their 2D animation or 3D animation and the fight scene stuff, it pales in comparison to exactly how much they actually release yearly, and then how well the of animation shifts depending on their stories. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's interesting though. Very interesting.
No.
And I find the big one that came out this year with the I guess what's called Lord of Mystery.
Yeah, haven't watched it
I
yet,
haven't
but I
got
will.
I haven't watched it yet. I
Yeah, I
watched
haven't
like the
watched it
first
either.
couple minutes of the first episode, and it was like, oh my god, the animation. And it's like a lot of people are like, story wise, I don't kind of get it, but I don't. It's hard to go off people like that because it's like, is it
Mhm.
complicated or are you dumb? And it's like kind of hard to figure that out when people review these shows because you don't know if they're just stupid or they're just or the storytelling isn't clear. So and it's like, ugh, now I gotta go watch it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna try to watch it, give it a good chance, but my hopes aren't up.
And
It's not good.
and
It's
then
not good.
it's also a difference in storytelling because the
yeah,
Chinese concepts and the stuff that they do within their movies and whatnot, they're totally different from Japan and Korea. They like it's insane exactly how different of a formula their stuff actually takes, even in terms of character. And that's from the animated stuff. Like even so like it's so far pushed away from even like the kung fu films and whatnot. It's a completely different tone, and a lot of it is generated based off of whether or not you actually already understand that aspect
A
of
lot
their
of
culture.
Korean, I
And,
mean
and
Chinese lore.
right, and so it's like, and then like the wording, Confucianism, different quotes, sayings, and stuff like that. It's heavy in the animated stuff, and it's like these are things you barely even see in like a Jackie Chan film or other older martial art films. But it's like within the animation stuff, it's all over it. And so if you're just
Yeah.
jumping into Chinese animation stuff and you've never indulged in, or someone ain't there to hold your hand and walk you through those things, you'll be lost until you get used to the things that are reoccurring themes and what. Like with the Legend of
And
Hiei,
that's
having
still the same
demons
thing with
and
the Legend of
humans
He. Like,
interact.
Yeah, yeah, y'all was literally saying the same thing.
yeah,
No, like,
because
yeah,
it's
I'm
like it's
saying like
about
with the
spirits.
Legend of
So you
Hiei,
kind of have to
having
know some of
humans
the
interact.
popular
Right.
spirits.
Yeah. And
Did
then
you
like for
watch
it to
that
make sense.
Legend
And it's
of
like, and that's just
Natsu?
I think I watched the first movie. There is a second movie, but I only
There's a
watched.
second. There's a second
Watch.
one.
No, I'm trying to figure out how he came back because him and his brother, I guess, eternal brother or whatever you want to call that, his other half, kind of like they got sealed in that thing at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, how did
Then
he come back?
then they were they shared the body.
Yeah.
And then I want to say yeah, they shared the body. So in the next film, I think he was training shared the body, and then I think his dad came back or something. It's a thing. But that character is like a Chinese myth lore god. So he pops up in Legend of Hiei 2, like the second one. So there's other mythical, like known myths in like Chinese myth that are in that storyline.
Gotcha.
But you don't because they focus on two characters for the majority of the films. You don't 100% need to know. It's just like, oh, when he goes to talk to the other guy, that other guy is that guy, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
you gonna have to look that guy up, like, oh, that is the wind god. Okay, like so, like it's stuff like that. But it's good. It was way better animation, way better storytelling. I think everyone, even stuff online, I think everyone is sick of I'm talking about Demon Slayer now. But everybody's sick of this I'm gonna give you a flashback when I'm dead type of energy. Even though I'm a villain, I didn't really mean it. I think a lot of people are getting sick of that. You know, I've seen a lot of memes about it at this point, and it's like hopefully they stop. You know, they're they're not gonna
Well,
whip
no, I
Demon
mean,
Slayer to
so if you read the manga, then it that is what it does. But here's
yeah.
the problem with Demon Slayer, and it's not even Demon Slayer. It's the companies that Ufotable, I guess Ufotable, however you say that company. They're stretching out the anime, like they're almost
yeah.
pulling like Attack on Titan, or that's another anime I had in mind too, where it's like you are just stretching this out when it doesn't need to be this long at all. Because Demon Slayer is a very short manga. It is very
Mm,
short.
Yeah.
So, but they're stretching it out because of the popularity of it, and it's like, who? I get it, money, but
money.
it's unnecessary because now it's again for those who really enjoy it. It doesn't matter how it's released, as long as they're receiving that rush and seeing the animation, seeing the characters that they love, they're fine. But like for me, the way they're stretching it out is like your long term wise, the longevity or what this series means, it keeps diminishing little by little. Like you think
All the
about it, the
time.
first season, good. The last season, it was cool, right? Everyone's like, oh, it's cool. But it's not that it got worse. It's just now y'all are stretching stuff out and
Right.
you're not
They had
just
a
keep
season
not just
of training art, which
right.
is it's just
Again, right? I don't
I
know. They're
agree.
choosing their seasons and their moments weirdly, but again, they're just
Yeah.
stretching stuff out. Like just do the anime and then finish it. I know, again, when we're talking about animation and studios and money, I get it, but also we also know how animators are treated. Let them finish, let them have a
Right.
break, and then you can go on to the next project.
Why
But
would they do
also,
that?
again, I know that with animation studios, come to
They don't
find
want
out,
yeah.
like studios typically only have about one or two projects a year anyway. So
Mm.
with that being said, it's like if they only focus on Demon Slayer, then that means they can only do one other series if they can do another series, But again, that's fine because you got a good lick out of Demon Slayer. It's going to make money. It's not going to make money. So I just say just finish it. Stop stretching things out that way. That way people can get you. You're feeding that rush all the time versus stretching it out, making people wait like a year. Do a movie, and as Daniel has always said, right? You do a movie, we're waiting a whole another year until we get to another season. So it's like stop doing stuff like that. It's weird.
Yeah,
I agree. And I don't think they are.
I feel as if
I think they'd rather go under than do it, change what they do.
Mhm.
I think that this is more like what you said, Kevin. It's strictly just everything because and it's like when this is over with, what other anime are they gonna be hype up? What's the other big thing that's gonna take off? And we've seen through the actions of essentially like the anime community that their depiction of what it is that's going to be the next big thing is not the next big thing. Because Chainsaw Man's about to get a movie, and Chainsaw
it's already
Man
out.
did not do well as an anime. People did not love the anime, but Mappa went in as far as anime. They assumed Chainsaw Man would be the next Jujutsu Kaisen, but the fallout from
They
that
should
was
just
that
stuck
Jujutsu
with
Kaisen
One
ain't
Punch
over with.
Man.
So
Hmm.
right.
They just should have stuck with one, but they
And
messed
it's
up.
like well now it's like yeah, and then it's like wasn't it it was Madhouse
No,
that
that was
won.
Madhouse. Madhouse. Yeah, it was Madhouse. My fault. Madhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have stuck with it. But yeah.
But it's yeah.
And I think Chainsaw
right
Man
now it's
was
been like
good,
10
but
years since the
how
first
they
season of One Punch Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Dan.
And I was gonna say like when the crazy thing is that it follows that same Naruto formula: 3-man team, one girl, and then like person with a secret power, main dude, funny, silly, and crazy and quirky and whatnot. But again, it's like that's still in Jujutsu Kaisen, and Jujutsu Kaisen is still fairly popular and fairly well liked. So people have been making that distinction. It's like, well, Chainsaw Man is just the same thing, but it's like, well, if you would have let Ethan finish, then you could have probably did what you did with Chainsaw Man. It would have been it's already more gory and more actiony than Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's like Jujutsu Kaisen is still fresh in people's mind right now. So it was like you dropped the ball, but you're the people making the content. So how the hell are you going to know exactly what's going to pop off and what's not going to pop off? I mean, even Demon Slayer itself, that's such a left field anime I don't even understand. It's like because Demon Slayer was done. It's been manga for years, and they just decided to turn it into it. And it was like at the same time they decided to give it to a low end studio that was willing to put their fucking foot in it. And it's like, yo, we gonna animate the fuck out of this. And then it also happened to come out during COVID. And so then by coming out during the pandemic, everybody's getting into anime right now. This is a beautiful anime, and people just can love everything about it, from the design, the style, even the characters, hell, even the clothes that people wear was just interesting. Checkered green and black checkered jackets is interesting.
Oh, that's the new Akatsuki, man. That is the new outfit.
It's like
true.
I can't turn around without that shit on.
Right.
Because it's not good. I mean, it's not good. It is strange. And it's like, is this the Naruto for you? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't under. It's not that and I want to be making a distinction. It's not that I'm saying it is bad, but I am also saying it's not good. Because it's not good. It's not like oh my god, I've never seen this. Like me and Dane talked about this last time. They're whack ass vampires, and I don't like it.
They're not demons. They are not.
I mean, I haven't seen any demon lore. You are Japan. Give me some demon lore. No, you're like, no, mad scientists made this up, and now I'm super strong. But the son, like, a vampire? You Morpheus, nigga? Like, it's like it's you stole this from Marvel. Like, that's so crazy. We're just like glazing that over. And it's like I don't like it in the sense that they have actual abilities, these demons that are wrecking the country probably, and these regular people fight them because of their sword techniques.
Right, and
That doesn't make any
And then
children.
it's not even like
That doesn't make any
regular
sense.
superpowers. These people are they're able to manipulate space and time. They're able to change the entire structure of a building at whim. And like, oh, but these Japanese sword carrying kids, oh, like
They're gonna get them.
we need to focus on stopping them. We could leave Japan right now, and there's nothing they can do about it. Like there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. They could conquer the rest of the world, and the Demon Slayer would be like, "We need a boat."
We need a boat.
Yeah, they're like, "We need a boat." Like we can't catch them without a boat.
That doesn't make any.
Germany just
And it aesthetically, it's cool looking.
it's like
I fuck with Tanjiro, like he's cool. I'll hang out with Tanjiro as a person, so
and gather them in one location.
Yeah. Apparently, you didn't need to do all that. Apparently, he just open up magical doors and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. I liked elements to it. I like the fact that Tanjiro's a cool guy. I like the fact that his sister is some hybrid, but she's not the main character because she's a woman. I like that. Continue, Japan. Continue doing that. That's fantastic. You know, I'm a little sarcastic because obviously. But I enjoy that.
I feel like you just really want a whole underworld thing because of how much you like underworld. But you know,
because I watch so much vampire and werewolf things, I can peek out stupidness. This is stupid.
I wouldn't say that's stupid not making her the main character because she's the hybrid.
I mean, you're not making the main character because she's a woman, Kevin. She's a woman. Because Tanjiro had his powers. This would have been billion times more, and he would have been talking. He would have talked.
I mean, we would have just got Blade at that point. You got Blade, but I am still affected by the sun.
Did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said?
I did.
So they had an opportunity to make a Japanese Blade, and they're like,
I'm not saying that it's not bad. I'm not saying that maybe not making a Japanese Blade was a good or bad decision. What I'm also saying
is a bad decision. I am saying
this. Fine. I also think that we wouldn't get the same type of Tanjiro that we have now. No, I think we wouldn't get the same type of Tanjiro that we have now. The lovable character that he is, he definitely wouldn't be that if he hadn't.
Why can't he be lovable as a hybrid fighting? That would give him his character more texture. There it is.
Japanese writing?
See, I didn't say it because I think that's a little racist, but you know, like I can't just say Japanese writing. It's crazy.
Prejudice, maybe. Racist, no.
Okay.
Prejudice, maybe. Racist, no.
He said Japanese in particular. He didn't say Asian. He said Japanese.
No,
writing.
I heard him correct. I heard him clearly. I'm just letting you know.
He made the distinction.
I don't think black people have been holding Japanese writers down. Like, oh, you're a Japanese writer. You can't get with nothing. I don't think that's what we've been doing. So.
I didn't.
I think there's good Japanese writers. I think there's bad Japanese writers.
Yeah, there are.
You know, that's why I believe
about the creator of Demon Slayer. You think the creator of Demon Slayer has the ability to write Tanjiro being the way that he is, but also carrying on with essentially Blade?
Isn't that a she?
And powers?
Isn't it lady wrote that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I believe.
Okay.
Demon Slayer.
And usually they're better, and I don't understand what happened. I really don't.
I think she created exactly what she wanted to, and that's why the story is cool.
I feel like she didn't get a chance to read Marvel and then be like, I could have did that. And we'd have been like, yes, we would want that actually. Matter of fact, like, because towards the end, like, didn't he become a demon?
Yeah, Muzan ultimately kind of takes over his body for a hot little second, and he starts mollywopping some people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did he control himself, or he had to kill himself? Not really him. He had to kill him. They had to kill him, right?
Huh?
They had to kill him, right?
Did he die? I don't think he died. I don't think Tanjiro died. I mean, he lives at the end, but I'm just like, did it do something like kill him and bring him back? I don't think so. I forgot exactly what happened, but they did something to him.
Okay.
And I think, that's the ultimate testament of Demon Slayer right there. Is the fact that it's like, Kevin, you've read all the Demon Slayer.
Yes.
on reflecting on it, even with the anime suddenly being out there, and you're like, I don't remember. And it's like it's not a memorable, long-standing kind of thing. It's like
No,
it's
I
a
mean
story
the very
that came
very
and went with
end,
you. It's
the
like,
fighting to Muzan was cool, but like it did in I don't know. It was just an interesting ending. It was interesting because it was just like, oh, now Muzan is trying to take over Tanjiro's body. 'Cause they beat him, but it was just like that's the direction that she went in, which is fine. It was just like, you could just like really just kill him and let that be it. So it was. I get what she was kind of going with that and writing it. I'm not upset about it, but then it did do the weird turn where the last few pages is like I don't know, like two
the
generations in the future.
reincarnation thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, not really reincarnation. No, just generational. No, it wasn't reincarnation. It was just generations. And then it wasn't even like,
I thought,
oh, we get to see Tanjiro and the girl who didn't talk at first get together because that's who he ends up marrying. And then like,
mm,
Who
oh,
didn't talk?
Zenitsu and that, huh?
Who didn't talk?
The apprentice to the butterfly, Hashira.
Oh,
Yeah, Tanjiro ends up marrying her. And then like Nezuko and Zenitsu, because whatever, they get together and have kids too. So like you don't get to see that interaction. You just see that they're like great grandparents. It just skips to that out of nowhere. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was supposed to be leading into another series or something. It didn't, but it was just weird. That was just like the last
Japanese
chapter.
writing, because that's the same fucking thing that happened at the end of Naruto. Japanese writing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that did
That's
happen at
all
the
I'm
end of
saying.
Naruto. Yeah.
That's the same thing that happened in Naruto. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying they
Things
have a
got
problem.
bought.
I just don't. I think maybe it's an industry problem and less of a Japanese people. I think they have an influence on each other, but I do think they're like,
it's
do
clearly
something,
like,
and they're like, I don't got nothing else, boss, and they're like, figure it out.
Time
but
skip.
you can tell like there is a stagnation problem when it comes to their type of writing. I mean, the same thing in America and like our type of writing. It's like there's a huge stagnation problem for like our movies and shit like that. Our bigger blockbusters are so
Yeah.
similar to other bigger blockbusters. It's ridiculous. And then you look at the
Well,
lower
that's
low
because
budget and
they're doing that on
abysmal.
purpose. Because it's like they don't want to go outside of the bag. Because there's way too much creative writers here in the states. They just refuse
Yeah.
to put any money into
It's
anything they
risky.
don't. Yeah,
They
it
keep
is
watching the
risky.
same
And it's
thing,
like, and it's like,
so they're gonna keep
But
making
that's
the
the
same
that's
thing.
our culture's
yeah. But
problem.
that's the thing. That's
But
why.
that's
That's
our
my
culture's problem.
point.
Yeah, but that's an American culture problem. Is that like we
Oh, so you
sustain
think a Japanese
our
culture problem is like, we got to end this kind
like
of bad.
they're comfortable doing the exact same thing, right? So it's like this is how this ended, this is how that ended, and it's like you were inspired by that. Could you do something new? Could you do something better? Could you actually show these characters have a relationship to get together? No, because they didn't do it and they didn't do it. So I'm gonna just have them get together. It's like hell. Naruto had
I
to
see
literally
that.
make a movie to justify Naruto and Hinata getting together,
Yeah,
and even
because
then it was
there was
goofy.
no
And it
justification
was
for
like,
them marrying. It was clearly for fan
right,
service, which was when you're younger, like us. When I was younger, I wanted that. But as I got older and I grew with the series, I'm like, well, don't
yeah,
force that relationship. That's weird.
right.
Hmm.
And so it
But
was
like I
like,
said, when you're
and it's
younger and
like
you're
with you
watching
seeing
regular
that,
Naruto, it seemed like that's a okay
right,
route. It's like, okay, Naruto, yeah, get with Hinata, because like, oh, she likes you and stuff, and she's very, she's doing a lot for you. Okay, but then as you mature and you see the world a little bit more, and you just read, you're watching and reading Naruto. It's like, well, they never have any real interaction for them to. It makes no sense. We don't see them hang out.
it's
He says hello to her sometimes,
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, they're just gonna get together and have kids. Where did that come from? Why?
But nobody
So
really had any
because
interactions.
she's obsessed with him.
yeah, no, not really. No one.
Like,
And that's a great point too. No
When
one did.
yeah, no,
Nobody
Azuma
did.
got homegirl pregnant,
Sasuke
we had
tried
no
to
interaction with her.
murder Sakura
Except that
Yeah,
one
no.
time he had
multiple
flowers.
times.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
But I mean, in that way, I think because they were more
Sakura
mature ninjas, and it was just
tried to kill
like
Sakura.
that kind of. Even though that doesn't really make a lot of sense, that kind of makes sense. Because, like, well, why would we see the interactions of ninjas? Like,
Yeah,
you're on missions.
Right.
So
Kill
at the
people.
home base, and then
yeah,
again, it was given their age too, because they seemed like they were older Well, I guess about the same age of what happened in Baruto, but it seemed they were just older. Like, I don't know. It seems like it kind of lines up a little bit. But you're right though. I mean, versus if we're seeing the history of these characters and we see them grow up, we know there was no interaction. Where Azuma and I can't remember her name. So
Already had
totally, yeah,
a pre-established relationship.
right.
But then
So
it's
we don't
like,
know
but
how they were.
all of that stems from, yeah.
No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say
I'm sorry.
all
Go
of
ahead.
that stems to copy from Dragon Ball, because it's like Dragon Ball ends with Goku marrying Chi Chi, but Goku only
Yeah.
interacted with Chi Chi in the early stages of Dragon Ball, and so but it was like, but that was a child promise type thing, and then even what that was coming was more so like a connection between their families, because the Ox King and Gohan were actually brothers. So it was
Yeah.
like, well, they were brothers because they both trained under Master Roshi. So it was like, it was natural
Right.
and it made sense for Goku and Chi Chi to get married. And so then, even with the understanding of when Chi Chi shows up at the end, it was more so done as a shock value joke thing, which was similar to how Akira Toriyama just wrote anyway. So it was like, yeah,
Right.
this is all on brand. So then it
That
came
was
to
on
other
brand
people
for
seeing
sure.
That was
that,
on brand.
and then
Yeah.
it's like, right. And so then it's like, what other people looking at it, and because of how they structure shit in Japan and their inspiration and stuff, you now have people copying that. But now this isn't your brand. This doesn't work with your thing. You're just having something. You just establish this and you put it in there, but there's no, you have no build up, no emotional, and I'm supposed to care that these people got. He's like, you got to give a reason. Oh shit, my connection fell off again. But yeah, but it's like a reason for this stuff
You
to
know what?
actually matter. And then it's like,
It's
hell,
like
taking for
in
example,
Naruto, to
Yeah.
be honest, like, go ahead.
oh, see, I know there's a lag for Jamin.
Yeah.
But
There is.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, for one thing, it's like with Naruto is what happened with Sakura and Sasuke. And it's like they got together. Sasuke tried to kill Sakura on multiple times. And he's
Yeah,
never
abusive
actually
relationship.
likes her as a person. One of the
Not at all.
one of the first actions that they have as characters is Sakura basically talking down about Naruto because he's an orphan. Full
Right.
completely aware that Sasuke has no parents. And then he looks disgust because it's like, how dare you? And it's like, you gonna talk down to him because he ain't got no parents? It's like, I don't like Naruto because of his skill. You don't like him because he's an orphan that likes you? Like, you bitch. And then afterwards, it's like he's threatened your life multiple times, and you just keep saying, I love Sasuke. But your initial intake as to loving Sasuke just came from that girl thing that all of the females that in their class did. Now everyone just likes Sasuke. He was a cool guy,
Yeah.
but then it's like nothing
But
built
I will
after
say
that. You
this:
just
there is moments. Again, if you ever get a chance to look at the manga, because we'll glaze over it so quickly. There's moments in the manga where Sasuke does like lean into like, okay, I appreciate what Sakura does. There's moments like there was a issue where, because I remember watching this video, some guy on YouTube actually broke it down. He was showing the comparison about how Sakura was in the manga to the anime, and Sakura was a lot more like hitting Naruto and disrespectful in the anime in comparison to the manga. So Daniel, that scene that you're talking about at school, that happened. That happened. But as the series progresses, she doesn't hit Naruto as often as we see in the anime. That's an anime thing that she does a lot. Also, there was a point where
yeah.
I forgot what was going on. Either Sasuke was right before, like something was going. I can't remember specific. I wish I did, but something was going on with Sasuke, and he literally like Sakura went over there to like comfort him, and he really like he latched on to her as well. Was like, thank you for being here. So there's moments like that where they go unnoticed because we're reading panel by panel, and it's like, okay, we're just looking for the next thing, and the anime doesn't portray it the same way. But in the manga, there are small, very small, maybe 3 to 4 instances where it's like, okay, th- even though Sakura just likes him because it was that, but there is a nurturing of that as time goes by, outside of them being on a 3-man team. But there's times where, okay, Sasuke's showing there's something there between him and her. Like, yeah, like,
Now I would I
mm,
would say I would uh put it in contrast to like on Harry Potter, because with
okay,
Hermione and Harry, and what they did was that essentially Hermione was very comforting to Harry despite not being the love interest. And J.K. Rowling even said later that she was like, I probably should and Harry got together because of how close they became. And they have similar things like that with Sakura. Because I read Naruto more than watched it. And the thing was is that like there are multiple moments where it's like, yeah, Sakura does stuff that Sasuke takes into account as a friend thing. Like when before he leaves the village and Sakura tries to stop him. And his thing was that like, I'm not like you and Naruto. And like he specifically said that, like you and Naruto being ninjas the way that you are. And it's like, yeah, categorizing both of them. And then with Sakura, she was like, well, I'll go with you. And he's like, you crazy. Then it's like after that, multiple interactions and happened with Sakura were kind of misplaced information. Like hell, she believed that Sasuke was the one who saved her from Gaara. And Sasuke was like, it wasn't me, it was Naruto. And it immediately was like, that's impossible. You know, you the guy. Like you obviously was the one who saved my life. And it's like, there's no way it was gonna beat Gaara. And it's like, no, Gaara was about to kill me. My curse marks start acting up. And it's like, nah. And it's just a dismissal from Sasuke even saying that. Then after the fact, we've had multiple moments where it was like the amount of time you spent together with Sasuke doesn't even equal the amount of time he left to go train with Orochimaru. And even within that time, it was like Sasuke multiple times to be a completely different person. And it's like he tried to kill Sakura multiple times. And it's like there was no justification behind her actually wanting to keep being with Sasuke outside of that lingering friend thing that they did with Naruto. Right. And so it was like, all right, like we're supposed to be friends and all this, but it's like the stuff he's doing is legit against everything that you stand for as a ninja and as a person and whatnot. And it's like, aside from Sakura being the only one crying about wanting Sasuke back, do you really need him back? And it's like, and it was like you had the creator identify that was an issue with that character with other characters, but it's like you didn't fix the problem. Because one of the best things with Gaara, where Gaara starts beating the shit, and he goes, "You're Naruto's friend," and he's like, "I'm gonna just have to apologize to my friend that I killed his friend because you need to die because you're stupid." And it's like I love that, but it's like, yeah, they didn't kill Sasuke, and he just went away, got a power up, came back, and now he's stronger than the Kages apparently. So it's like that kept happening. That makes sense within Naruto, but it's something where it's like it's just there's too much of that in anime in general, where it's like you keep seeing characters just go, I'm gaga over this character because they exist. All you ask is like, okay, after all these years, you guys can show a date. You guys can show them have a moment, and it's like, no, we'll show them have kids at the very end of the series when the fighting is over.
Right.
Because
like, I still do think because you're in that shonen genre, you're in that spot where like you are marketing to 14-year-old boys who don't really care about the minutia of dating and care. They don't care that much.
Right. And I honestly was going to add to that point, Jamie, because I think that's an excellent and the main point. It's then those little fine details, that's only something that more mature anime watchers enjoy because we're looking for continuity. Kids are not looking for continuity. I need flashing colors, powers, fighting, some cool dialogue, and that's it. Like those things are not necessary.
Right. And then what happened to you? Oh, you grew up and you did some adult stuff, and with that other character I know, cool. Your kid's gonna be cool too. That's why you get like, oh man, that power with that other power, that's cool. That kid's gonna be strong. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
But that makes sense.
The cycle over again.
But that makes sense though, you know?
Is that the concept of shonen hasn't itself matured. What used to be just like, all right, punches and a couple of blood. Now we getting people straight up mangled and horrible gore shit happening. I mean, in Chainsaw Man, someone has a bunch of cut off body parts just stuck on the moon, just cuts. Cool. And it was like in the Jujutsu Kaisen, you see like some of the most crazy things happening to people, bloody, ridiculous, and all this stuff. And it's like, but this is still in the same category as shonen. So it's like, I feel that it's not kind of crazy to go, hey. Right. So it was like, if you're gonna mature this up because of the concept of money or whatever, it's like, hey, they demand more from a shonen, or
Or
like they
call it something
demand more out
different.
of their content when they're looking at something shonen, or like you can get away with similar to like P13 movies having heads getting bitten off, like on Venom. And it's like he was legit biting off heads, but it's still PG-13. It's like that's an okay thing. So it's
Technically,
like if
right.
you're able to get away with that, I
No
feel
blood.
like this like, all right, there should be
No blood.
somebody. And it's like not saying that it has to be the main shonen things, but you can be the one to show more diverse in terms of a relationship or something like that. Like someone else can
Well,
prioritize that aspect of relationing or character development rather than the action aspect or just the gore aspect that we keep getting. And so it's like it's more so just more in my standpoint on the stagnation of their writing. We're seeing more advancements on the action and the maturity and the gore from the maturity of that point. But the character development as well as relationships and stuff are all stagnant. But we're getting more kids looking at boobs, and it's like we're getting more sexualized themes. Don, legit, the main character ain't got a dick, but he's put in sexual situations all the
He
time.
doesn't have testicles.
And like
Yeah.
the aliens
He still has his penis.
he doesn't have testicles.
Right. In fact, they made that very clear because he was
And
wondering
it
about
was
that
like,
too.
But even like, because people keep,
Yeah.
we're not gonna really talk about Donna because we run out of
and then
time.
it's
But
like,
Yeah, I do that.
like even Don to Don, like it is mature in the sense of like the reason he got his testicles taken away because Granny cursed people and takes away their testicles and stuff because they were raping women. She was literally a protector. So it's like the themes are very mature, in that sense. And if any relationship, especially Don and Don, they're very like they both like each other. They're just two shy teenagers that don't know how to comprehend. Like, hey, you little goofy ass nigga, I like you, and move on.
But my thing is, and we won't. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that right now.
Yeah. So, but I do think yes, anime has issues, and sometimes it's money, sometimes it's storytelling, but it's diverse, it's different, but all the same sometimes. Because I think because of those categories that I think they run into issue with. But again, that's companies. Like I don't know who's to blame. I just found out about shonen is like not even categories as like 14 age group for the most part. Is a lot of times because of the company that is under. And it's like, well, y'all are pissing me off. So it's very much like the rules they have isn't the rules we have for storytelling, but we've been around it for so long. Like since Pokemon, we think, oh, we got it, we understand, and then be like, no, we don't. I thought I did, but I no.
The original Naruto. Remember, he wanted to make a boy that could transform into a fox, or like kind of kid. And then someone was like, "This isn't cool enough. What he like? How the hell is this
isn't
make
cool
kids
enough?
Want to keep looking at this? Yeah, and
it's gonna have magic and all that." They was like, so "No, was like, make them ninjas."
Well, no, he just decided to go ninja route. He just made that up.
He didn't decide. His editor was like, "Nigga, do ninjas."
Okay, well, man.
This isn't the only reason we have Sail is because of an editor. It was like, hey man, make something cool. He's like, I guess. Like we don't so like we barely have the true
preferred thing that came out. It was like, I'm surprised at that. But it was like, yeah, like Akira Toriyama was like, yo, Sail. And it was like, he's fine the way he is. And it was like, nah, man, make him better. And it was like, make him better. I don't know if I can. Akira Toriyama just his skillful master drawing hand just made this excellent fucking villain, and he god damn it, I did it again.
I did it again.
And he sat there.
So I
like new, and he's like, "No, do it some more." And he even more perfect. I got you. Eat the bitch. That's what I'm gonna make him eat the bitch. And he's gonna be even more perfect. He beautiful. I want him to crash through a TV station and tell the world I'm fighting. That's like that's it.
Right.
I'm fighting, then I'm blowing everything up.
So I think that's interesting. Kevin will give you opportunity to watch Tron because I want to talk about futurism and AI and movies, and we only be in downtown, even though it's other things happening. I want to talk about all that, so we'll do that next time.
Talk about that, Kevin, and then we can also talk about the fact it's like, hey, according to Tron, that shit's developing stupidly. It's going a stupid route. We're gonna get some stupid AI and some stupid technology run by stupid people. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, let's do the outro.
It was some things happening that was like, you should have supercomputed this a day. It should have took them like an hour. The first moment, we're not gonna talk about it. It's funny, but I mean, I will tell you something. It's not a spoiler because you can kind of see it in trailers.
Okay.
But the concept of 3D printing in that way was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I was like, oh, it got a little extra, supports when they first came out. I was like, oh, I know what those are. But then it's just like,
but the tree didn't have it.
The tree didn't have supports because it's a tree. So I don't know if it was 3D scanning underground. I don't know. Did you know we didn't go back to that? Crazy.
We never did.
I think they should have secured that part of the site. But it was a real tree, which is crazy because it's like I can make limbs now. I would have made a super beam. But again, I would have had a 12-foot tall Buddha monster, because I had the opportunity to, I would have got the government involved. We would have had something that day. But or made a dragon. That would have been cool.
Jamie, we'll do it.
That would have been cool. Yeah, but we gotta go, you guys. People have busy schedules and I have to sleep. So thank you for joining us. We will be here. You don't know. I don't know. So just next week. Yeah. That is the goal. All right. Thanks.
Eventually you'll have the description with all of our information stuff. But all right.
Eventually, yeah. I can input it at the the live thing.